Hey, what's up guys? It's Nostalgic Bulb, and this is a new series on my channel where I'll just, it's a challenge playlist basically. It's where I'll be doing these challenges either throughout the year or I'll be doing them for like a 30-day period, which will equal out to a month. Right now I'm just having some breakfast, and I am actually going to go over my challenge so far, which I've been doing. I started on January, and it is a book a week challenge. Now a book a week, it's been very popular over the past like year and a half so on YouTube and all that. There's a lot of challenges and stuff like that where people are doing 30-day challenges, and I thought that why can't I do something like that? And I love challenging myself because throughout 2017 and throughout the years and all that, and up until now, I felt like why not challenge myself and start, just getting out of my comfort zone. And as human beings, we need to do that. And why not start out with this challenge? So far, I'm just gonna show you guys what books I've been reading and how you can change too, and how you can change and specify things. And what I'm basically trying to say is, maybe you can follow my footsteps and maybe you can learn from this. And I'm really interested in reading books a lot, and I think it's a great idea to start on something new, like the 30 push-ups a day challenge, 100 push-ups a day challenge for 30 days, stuff like that, or quitting sugar and stuff like that. All right, I'm just gonna go over the books that I've read so far. So far, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So far, I've read 11 books, and I started on January. Now, keep in mind, it's probably the 13th week, but I still have a whole year to finish 52 books. Let's get started. So, my first book is called How to Break Up With Your Phone, and it's by Catherine Price. This is a really good book. This was actually my first book that I've read, and this is actually what made me start my decision. By the way, this series is gonna be like part 1 out of I don't know, because I'm just gonna go over books that I've read every 10 books. So new videos every 10 books. I'll make a new video and update you guys on that. Yeah. Basically, it talks about how, it's not you, it's your phone. Phones are made to be addictive. It talks about the psychology of how you use your phone, how addictive it is, and then getting out of the bad habit, and then a 30-day plan to not make your phone your default. Good book. Now my second, actually this was not my second book. My second book is actually at my mom's, so technically 12. This book is good, The Making of a Navy SEAL, by Brandon Webb. This is really, really highly motivated. If you are interested in any branch of the military or anything like that, if you're highly motivated, I suggest this book. It's a really good book about how a man discovered he was in the hardest training in the military, and he grew up on a boat, and I love that stuff because I love open water, bugs training, stuff like that. I love all the training and stuff. So great book if you're interested in like military branches. It's a great book. 3, The Book of Joy. I know it's all backwards and stuff because of the camera thing, but whatever. The Book of Joy. About the two most, these are 2 leaders that are like very, very, very interesting. There's the Dalai Lama and the Archbishop Desmond Tutu. It sounds weird, but they're the 2 most highly motivational leaders in the world. They're great leaders, and they came together. One of them was in exile for years, and the only true happiness for them was joy. and the only thing that made them happy was talking about joy and stuff like that. And they dealt with there's a lot of psychology that goes behind, suffering and death and people and grief and all that stuff, and depression. It talks about a lot of the issues, and it's really interesting. So if you're into that, Practical Magic, I recommend this in a way. If you're interested in like crystals, horoscopes, psychics, and spells, it's just called Practical Magic. I got this at Earthbound at the mall, so if you're into like auras and stuff, you can get it. This is On Yourself. Basically, Get Out of Your Head and Into Your Life by Gary John Bishop. Basically, how to stop going by your excuses. Get up out of bed. Listen to yourself. Listen. You have less than a century to live. Do whatever you gotta do. Highly suggest it. My grandma gave this to me. It's called Wisdom of Wolves, Leadership Lessons from Nature. It just talks about you, your family, your work business, or your work or business, and how you function throughout life. Like, do you respect your family the same way you respect your coworkers or people you know what I mean? Good book. Recommend it in a way. Of course, You Are a Badass. How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. Highly suggest it. It's really good. A lot of good quotes in here you can highlight and stuff. I highlight a lot. I'll probably do a series where I'll talk about the stuff I've highlighted. Really good book. Make Your Bed. A lot of people I've talked to throughout life and I mentioned about these books. Make Your Bed is basically about the little things that, like, making your bed. The first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, you make your bed and you conquer that task. It also talks about like the Navy and stuff, by Admiral William H. McRaven. He's a retired Navy SEAL. The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up. This is a good book too. Basically talks about how you should stop caring what other people think about you, and your self-worth and your character and how to improve yourself. Tim Tebow, Shaken, talks about God and how, funny story, I'm not really much of a religious person, but after I read this, I got kind of religious. It talks about fighting to stand strong no matter what comes your way. It's just a motivational book and talks about God and people, and it's really good. It's a young reader's edition, young reader edition. I don't know what really that means, but I guess it's for like young people in a way, kind of relate to them in a way. Tim Tebow though, really motivational. Now this book, the reason why there's a bookmark in here because I haven't finished it. I'm actually in the middle of this book. It's called 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do. Like, don't. This is probably my favorite book. Honestly, if I were to like pick any of these books, it would be this one, because it talks about how you can't please everyone. You got to focus on you. You have to set boundaries as a man. You have to, in reality, you have to do that. I mean, you have no other choice. Man or woman, you have to set boundaries. You can't let people walk on you like a doormat. And that's what I usually do. I am kind of like a yes man. It makes me easily manipulated by, So those are the books so far. This is part 1. These are all my books. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll make part 2 soon when I finish another like 10 or so books. So it's 52 books a year, pretty much. Highly recommend this challenge to anyone who wants to change their life. Also, to the people my age out there, to people who struggle with trying to break their bad habits and stuff. I will be doing this series. This whole entire series talks about changing your life. There's a lot of challenges I'm doing as well. I'll just say them out loud. No fat, cold showers, working out every day, reading. There's a lot of those. I'll talk about those if you guys are interested. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. That was my book review so far. And anyways, if you want to break kids my age too, if you want to break bad habits, read this first. How to Break Up with Your Phone, by Catherine Price. Highly recommend it because I got off my phone fast because your phone breaks, it kills your attention span, pretty much. All right, well, I'm gonna finish this awesome cereal and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.